Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Clarity Tarot. Thank you so much for being here. If you're new, welcome. My name is Bree, and this is going to be your April 2021 love reading for all 12 signs. So there are so many messages coming through, and I have so much to say about this month in love, and this really is going to be a defining moment for many of us. So this is definitely not a month you want to mess around with, and this definitely isn't a reading that you want to miss, because I'm going to be dropping so many truth bombs that are going to help you to get the best relationship possible. Okay, so let's go ahead and jump into this. While I'm shuffling the cards, I want to let you guys know that I am going to be finishing up the Why Aren't They Texting You Back series. So I've done 6 signs so far, so I have 6 more. So make sure you're subscribed so you get those readings. And also, if you would like to work with me, the information for all of my sessions is down below. So first card coming out for this month is the Justice card. And there is no better card to sum up the energy that I am feeling for April, okay? Let's wind it back for a second and let's think about the energy that we're going into. In April, we are transitioning from Aries season, which is all about the self, and moving into Taurus season, which is all about your possessions and your self-worth. Okay, your possessions, your money, what you own, your finances, your assets, and you and your worth, and how much you respect yourself, and how much you honor yourself, and how high you value yourself. Okay, so that's the energy that we're switching into in the month of April. So when it comes to love, this is where we are being 100% real with our partners about who we are, what we want, and feeling unapologetic about it, okay? And I apologize if you guys hear my washer machine going off in the back. I'm currently doing spring cleaning right now. And this is the same thing that we are doing in our love life too. Right now, it's a time to be doing spring cleaning in your love life and looking at the people that you have around you and seeing if they also recognize your worth, okay? Do the people around you treat you the way that you deserve to be treated? Specifically, your romantic partners. Are the people that you're dating or in relationships with, do they understand your value? Do they see your value? And are they treating you appropriately? And I feel that what a lot of us are going to be finding out are that the people that are around us are not treating us the way that we need to be treated. And so there's going to have to be some middle ground, some compromise that needs to happen for people to really treat us the way that we need to be treated. And so with this Justice card, what I'm getting from this, it's kind of like one of you is on one side of the argument and the other is on the other side of the argument. And it's about both of you stating your truth and trying to find a middle ground where you can both coexist in this relationship. Okay? So I feel that there's one side of the argument where this person has not known their worth. And because they haven't known their worth, they've been allowing this other person to treat them just any way that this person wanted to, right? Take advantage of them, not text them back, not call them back, not communicate, disrespect them. And this person over here maybe is sitting there like, what the heck? Like, I always show up for this person. I'm always there for them. We always have a good time when we're together. Like, I'm cool. What is this about? And the thing is that this other person is someone that, if someone doesn't put clear boundaries up in front of them, they're going to go as far as they can. They're going to go as far as they can. So it's the job of this person over here to assert boundaries, okay? And I know that a lot of you guys watching this video, myself included, are empaths and light workers and healers, and you look at people and you know that they need healing. You know that there's something off about them, right? You know that. And the bad thing about that is you will give people the benefit of the doubt. You will say, you know what, I know this person doesn't know better, or, you know, you just kind of know where this person's at, and you will kind of mold yourself to this person to make it harmonious, okay, so that there's no problems. But by doing that, you're only messing yourself up. You're messing yourself up, okay, because this person, they don't even see what you're doing. They don't understand it, okay? So therefore, they take you for granted. Therefore, they take advantage of you without even knowing that they're taking advantage of you. And so what needs to happen this month is that boundaries need to be put in place to protect yourself. And you have to assert what you want and make what you want very clear, so that way you know if the people that you're dealing with are really right for you. Because if you're bending over backwards for people and that's what the relationship is based upon, a false version of yourself, if the relationship is based upon you just trying to make them feel better, well, you'll have to be doing that for the entire relationship, and that will not be reciprocated back to you. Okay, so this is the month all about asserting your value, asserting your worth, and being unapologetic about it. And if people don't like you asserting their worth, that means that they were never on your team to begin with. They only liked you for what they could get out of you, but they didn't like the person that you were. So this is really a month to boss up, you know. Taurus, if you know Taurus energy, Taurus does not change for anyone. Taurus is exactly who it is. No frills, no games, no smoke and mirrors. Like, that's not Taurus energy. Taurus is like, this is who I am, like it or leave it. Like it or leave it. That's it. And people call it stubborn or whatever, but it's like, no. Taurus energy knows exactly who it is and who it isn't. So they don't try to pretend that they're anything that they're not. And that's the same thing they expect with their partners. They expect their partners to be exactly who they are and nothing more. They're not looking for perfection. And you don't have to be perfect. That's the thing. It's like, you don't have to be perfect for anyone to like you. And a part of self-worth and self-respect is knowing, like, I'm on a journey. Like, I'm in progress. But I'm very happy and very comfortable with who I am right now. And I might not be where I want to be, but I'm getting there. I'm getting there, and I'm happy with who I am along the journey. Okay, so I see that for some of you, it's about letting go of wanting to be perfect, letting go of wanting to be perfect, letting go of wanting to people please and be people who you're not just to keep people around in your life, and just being who you are and being comfortable with that, okay? And by doing that, you're either going to be letting go of partners who just are not it. And also by doing that, you're going to be attracting partners who are exactly what you want. So this is a month to not be afraid to say what you want, to not be afraid to be exactly who you are. Because like I said in the full moon in Libra video, your future partner or your soul tribe can't recognize you if you're not acting in a way that they know the people that they want to be around are acting. Okay, hopefully that makes sense, right? Like if you're too scared to be who you are, how are the people that are supposed to be in your life supposed to recognize you? All right? So it's really about being you and not caring. Son of Pentacles, okay? This is also about playing the long game in love. Playing the long game in love and knowing that the relationship that you want, the partnership that you want, you might not be the person who you see yourself to be or the person who you want to be, but you're making slow and steady movements towards being that person, so that way you can sustain the changes that you're making. Okay? It's kind of like losing weight, right? You can lose weight many ways. You could eat no food, you can drink only water, you can do a 30-day shred, and you might lose weight. But if you don't know how to sustain that weight loss, the weight's going to come right back. And that's what I'm feeling with love. It's like, yeah, you can play these little games in love and you can put these boundaries up and you can act like you're something that you're not. And that might keep someone around for a little bit, but it's not going to keep them for the long run. Okay, it's not going to keep them for the long run. Like, you really have to be comfortable with who you are, one step at a time. Especially if you're becoming, if you're not yet who you want to be, you need to learn how to make small steps towards being that person. So that way, when you do attract that right person, when you do bring in that right relationship, that you can maintain that relationship, because that's a whole other side of the coin, right? That's a whole other journey. You can catch someone, but keeping them, that's a whole other thing. And so you want to make sure that you're taking the small steps that you need to make in your own life to ensure that you can maintain a relationship long term. So that could be a long game, and that's going to be different for everyone. Every single person watching this video has a different path, has a different journey. What I need to do on my journey may be different what you need to do on your journey, but you have to be willing to look ahead and go, okay, what type of relationship partner do I want to be? And am I that person right now? And if not, what do I need to do? What are the steps I need to take to be and stay that person? So again, we have Taurus energy here, and Taurus energy is slow, boy. It is the slowest of the slowest. I feel of the earth signs. People say Virgos are slow, but I think Taurus is very slow because they're fixed. Taurus is a fixed energy. And so the way that I see this, or what we can learn from Taurus, is be fixated on yourself. Because if you want to have a relationship, the success of that relationship is based upon how well you know yourself and how well you have control over yourself. Because Taurus energy does not lose control. Taurus energy is always in control. People say like, oh, they're controlling, they're possessive. It's like, no, like Taurus just understands that in order to maintain something, in order to have something for the long run, in order to be stable, you have to learn how to focus, and you have to learn how to be disciplined, and you have to learn how to just put your head down and do what needs to be done and not feel any type of way about it. Like, even if there's something you're insecure about, it's like, okay, whatever I'm insecure about, I just need to take one step at a time towards fixing this. And Taurus knows that no one can help them better than themselves. So like, being in a relationship is not going to solve their problems. They understand that. They know that. That's why they're slow to commit. So these are things to really think about and really reflect on in yourself, is what do you need to do in order to be that ideal partner that you see yourself being? And what are the slow, practical, methodical steps you need to take? And even if it takes, months or years to get there, as long as keep putting one foot in front of the other, you're gonna get there. But again, it's about having the confidence in yourself, believing in yourself, knowing that you're worthy, and remembering that. Okay? So I really feel that April is a month to really get on your game, and knowing that you're going to attract someone who's also working on themselves when you're working on yourself. If you're not working on yourself, if you're not actively trying to better yourself, then you're not gonna attract someone in their life who's also doing that too. You have to be the partner who you want to attract. And that can take time. That can take time. That's the whole thing here. That can take time. All right, let's see what other messages are coming out here. Whoa, we have a lot wanting to flip over. But we have the Hanged Man in reverse, okay? So, like I said, it can take time to become that person who you want to be. That in itself is a journey. And you might have to really spend some time with yourself, looking at yourself, figuring out what is holding me back. What's holding me back? Why am I not getting what I want? Why am I not progressing? And I'm filming this right now under the full moon in Libra. So this is an excellent time to really be introspective and to really, look at your past relationships and look at your patterns and your habits and what keeps showing up for you in love, what experience you keep having in love, and why do you keep having that experience? Okay. Let's get one more message for April, and then we'll start to look specifically at a specific love relationship. Okay. All right, we have the 9 of Swords and the Lovers card. Okay, so yes, there can be some anxiety around love, challenges around love, and just, it could be very baffling to you, why does this keep happening? Why do I keep having this experience? That could be something that you think about regularly, but maybe can't get to the bottom of. And my advice, shameless plug, would be to work with someone, whether it's me or anyone else. That's not the point. The point is that if you are beating your head against the wall and you can't figure something out, reach out to someone to help you. Reach out to someone to help you. Don't stay stuck because of just any reason. So I do think that this is not necessarily a month where you're going to see a ton of action in love, but I feel like this is more a time for you to grasp onto yourself. This is not a time for you to be putting your energy externally out there. This is more of a time for you to be looking internally and working on the internal parts of yourself, okay, that are either repelling love or attracting the wrong partners or attracting the wrong situations. And it could be something so simple. That's what I feel. I feel like it's more of a mindset. With the 9 of Swords, it's more of a mindset, but I feel like once you break away from that, then you're going to be able to attract the love you want. But I feel for a lot of you, it's just come down to accepting a lot of BS from people that you haven't needed to accept, and thinking that that was a part of the process and that's just a part of the game and you just got to go through this with people. But no, it's you have the power and you control the show. And you can do that in a very feminine way, because I know that a lot of my viewers are feminine energies, and there is a way to assert yourself in a very feminine manner. And that's the part of yourself that you need to bring out, right? Asserting yourself in a feminine manner. Being a feminine energy doesn't mean that you just lay down and don't say anything and just agree with everything that someone does. No. Being a feminine energy is saying like, this is who I am and this is what I'm about and this is the way that I go about life. And like, if you want to do this with me, there's a certain way we have to do this dance. And not everyone wants to do that dance with you. Let me tell you, not everyone's going to be able to do that dance with you. But you also just have to do that. Otherwise, like I said in the beginning, people will play you as long as you let them play you. People will take advantage of you as long as you let them take advantage of you. But I feel that this month, honestly, that a lot of you guys are going to become very aware of your self-limiting behaviors and the behaviors of others and saying, no, 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 no more of that. No, no, no. Not going to be accepting that anymore. I'm not going to be taking that anymore. And one more note on that is I don't want anyone watching this video to get down on themselves or blame themselves, because everyone is doing the best they can with the knowledge that they have at that time or where they are in their specific journey. But once you become aware of something, then it's time to change. Okay, so forgive your past self, forgive past relationships where you acted in ways that you wouldn't act now. You have to just say, okay, that was then, that was that situation. Thank you, universe, for the lesson and the opportunity, and now it's time for me to be better. And I feel like this is like a huge opportunity this month to be better, like to walk out of Taurus season, like at the end of May, to walk out of Taurus season a completely, not end of May, like endish of May, third week of May, to walk out of that time a completely different person. A completely different person. Knowing your worth, knowing your value, knowing your standards, knowing your boundaries, and moving forward in love in a different way that benefits you. Love should benefit you. It should be mutually beneficial between partners. It should not be one or the other. And you're going to learn that mutual beneficial aspect to relationships when we get to Gemini season. Okay, so let's look at a specific relationship here. Okay, in the month of May, let's look at a very specific relationship. So right now I want you to think of a specific person and let's see what energy we have coming up for this person. So we have the Mother of Cups here coming out for this person. So this is really good. I feel that this is someone who in their own way is also learning where they mess up in relationships too. Okay. And I think everyone is going to be learning this on some level, whether they're single, in a relationship, married, widowed, divorced, doesn't matter. Everyone's going to be looking at, this is how I could have taken better care of myself, because I do feel that a lot of people are going to be stepping up and going through a glow up here very, very soon. And I feel that this specific person, this is either someone who you know or someone that's coming in. Could be a Cancer person, a Scorpio, or a Pisces person. But this person is saying, you know what, I've played myself too. I've sold myself short in love as well. I haven't always asserted my boundaries. I haven't always asserted my worth, because even the people who you think are players or taking advantage of people, like those people have needs, wants, and desires too. And sometimes that like facade or barrier that they put up is also inauthentic to them as well. So I feel like someone is going to be reflecting on how they have also not been genuine. Like I'm getting it could be for someone very specific, but for a group of people, like there could be someone that you're dealing with who they actually really want a relationship. They do, but they act like a player. They act like a player because that's just how they've been taught how to act. Like that's how the guy is supposed to act. Or the masculine energy is supposed to act like a player, like they don't care and just like be with a bunch of people and whatever. But really, honestly, when they really think about it, like they just want to be with one person. They just want to be with one person. but they've been too scared to admit that. They've been too scared to do that for themselves. And so I think that, they are now learning, okay, if I want what I really want, if I'm going to really follow what I really want, then I also need to really look at the people that I'm connecting with and really think, like, is this someone who, like, really, is this someone who really is someone that I would want to commit to? Because I feel like this is someone who maybe just hooks up with people for superficial reasons, but they're really not good people underneath it all, and they end up feeling alone and empty at the end of the day. So I feel that by you asserting your boundaries and saying, this is what I am going to put up with and not put up with, I feel like this is someone who actually will respect that about you and go, you know what, you're right. Like, that's probably a really good thing. And I feel like respect that, okay? So let's see how this person is thinking about you. Let's see how they're thinking about you. Most important message, please. Oh my goodness. Okay, that's way too many, and I'm thinking that I'm going to do an extended here because I feel like there's a lot of messages that want to come out, and I'm just going to take the top message here for now. But we have that Daughter of Swords. So yeah, this is someone who, they may not tell you that they're thinking about you, but they are thinking about you, okay? They're probably looking at your profiles online, like your Facebook, your Instagram. They're following you on Snapchat or like Twitter, whatever you use, like whatever platform you mainly use or whatever platform like you have a lot of information on. This person does check and they do look at it and they do see, like, kind of, they try to get an idea of where you're at. Because also at the same time, I feel like this is someone who doesn't want to be rejected either. And that's why being that player is easier for them, because they can just be like, well, I didn't care about them anyways, So this is someone who can be a little detached, I feel like, in love, but it's a protective mechanism. So let's see how they feel about you. All right, so we have the Nine of Cups. So yes, this is someone that feels very comfortable with you. And I think that they feel comfortable with you because they know you're a good person. They know that you don't have any ill intent, or they know that you're not trying to get something out of them, and they know that there is no ulterior motive when they're dealing with you. They know that when they're with you, like, that's you being genuine, even if you are overgiving, even if you are doing too much, even if you aren't exactly being, super true to yourself. They know that at the same time, like, you're someone who is trustworthy. You're someone who they can let their guard down with. There's someone that they can be comfortable with, and I honestly feel like this person has taken a little bit of advantage of that. They have, when they really think about it, because as they start to analyze themselves, they're realizing, some of the people that I've been connecting with really were not the best, but this person, they are a good person. Like, this person is a good person, and coming to that realization, they're like, dang, I probably could have treated this person better. I probably should have, put in more effort. I should be putting my effort into people who are genuine and real and less of the superficial stuff. So we have the High Priestess at the bottom of the deck. I do feel that a lot of this stuff that this person is, figuring out is coming from their higher self. It's coming from that part of themselves that knows what they want and is trying to lead them and guide them towards success, and that they don't always listen to, that they sometimes do ignore. So I hope that helped you guys kind of get an idea of what energy is coming up in April. Like, truly and honestly, it's a time to just be you and be unapologetically yourself and not settle for anything less, and do not take any BS. Do not take any treatment. Like, if you have to block people, if you have to, like, ghost people, like, do it. Like, run away from them. Run away from energy that does not serve you, because at this point, like, when you do those things, it just says more about yourself. When you stay in relationships that are not good, when you kind of hang out with people who neglect you and who are toxic and who, you know, are emotionally unavailable, it says more about you. It says that you will hold on to things that are not serving you because you're just afraid to be alone, or you're afraid to, you know, you don't think you can get any better. And this is a month to like screw all that and say, yes, I can. Yes, I can do better than this. Yes, I can do better than that person. I maybe don't know who it is, but I know that someone better is going to come, and work on yourself. All right. So I am going to do an extended on this reading. I wasn't planning on doing it, but I do feel that there are a lot of messages to talk about this specific relationship that is coming in. So if you want to know how this pans out, I am going to do like a fuller reading on this specifically, and then I'll pull some cards from some other decks, and we'll see what is going on with that. But I just want to say thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate all of your love and support. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up. It really helps me out so much, and make sure that this video circulates to other people who need this message. And yeah, take care. Have a great April, and I'll see you guys in the next video. See you other guys in the extended. Bye.